I'm also a life coach, and it really makes a tremendous difference in your life. And, it's not just like in business or in health, it's kind of as a whole. It's kind of what's called life coaching, your whole life. And it's amazing how everything can improve when you just understand yourself. Your relationship to improve, your work ethic improves, just everything. So it's just remarkable. And a lot of times when you work with a life coach, sometimes you find your purpose in life. That's what happened to me. I started working with a life coach, and we kind of uncovered my purpose. So that was just incredible. So ever since then, I have a reason to get out of bed and work on myself and for others all day long. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Infinite Ability Podcast. I am your host, Nick Yerhart, and we are here to encourage each other to find our own unique abilities. Let's go. This episode of the Infinite Abilities Podcast is brought to you by the one and only Infinite Toolbox, where just like all other toolboxes, we will get the job done, guaranteed. Whether you're an entrepreneur looking to save time, boost revenue, or automate your processes, Infinite Toolbox has got you covered. With powerful tools designed to drive leads, expand your reach, and gain your industry secrets, we help you work smarter, not harder. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Visit us at infinitetoolbox.com. That's infinitetoolbox.com, and discover how infinite your potential really is. All right, everyone. So today I have Mayim, and I can't wait for her to share what she does and how she helps people, and also her amazing story. So, Mayim, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So my name is Mayim Vega, and I'm a Filipino Jew, and I have 7 children of my own, plus 2 more that we take care of. My husband's mom adopted them when they were young, when they were babies, but now she's too old to properly care for them, so we're taking care of them also. So I actually have 9 children that I take care of.
That's
and so I'm a holistic healer. I practice naturopathic herbalism and holistic life coaching. And the reason why I got into that goes back to, so first I was formerly a computer scientist at the NASA Ames Research Center in Moffett Field, California. And it was a lot of fun working there. It was a research environment, nonprofit. And then I got married and had my first child in 2003. And well, I didn't feel like it was natural to go to work and put my baby in childcare. And I really wanted to be there to take care of him and watch him grow and all that. So what I did was I decided to start my own business and be a stay-at-home mom so I could take care of my baby. And I'm very glad that I did that. But my first business was in digital marketing, helping mostly high-tech companies in the Silicon Valley, grow and scale.
Yep.
And that was nice. It was very profitable, and it was a lot of fun. And I got to be with my baby, just like I always wanted to. But the first 3 years of being in business was very stressful, learning how to, navigate through, especially dealing with clients. I think that was a hard part. But another part was, I had workers, and I still do. I had some of our team members are overseas, and it was really hard to work with clients in the AM, during normal business hours, and then also work with some of my team members late at night. So it was really hard. to work that schedule. And I got really burnt out, and I also got really sick, and I started experiencing really terrible migraines, and it became so bad that I basically thought I was on my deathbed. I couldn't do anything anymore. I just stayed in bed, and I couldn't work anymore. I couldn't take care of my children. It was really bad. So
Wow.
I asked my husband to rush me to the emergency room because it got to the point where I couldn't even sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And they asked me a lot of questions, and they did a lot of testing. And at first, the doctor thought that I had a brain tumor.
Oh, really?
That's what she thought what was wrong with me. But at the end of the emergency room visit, they said, "Oh, we couldn't find anything wrong with you. You just have a bad headache." And they just gave me some strong painkillers and just said, deal with it, basically, because there's nothing they could do for me. I was like, what? That's ridiculous. Wow. I was like, how can there be? They said there's nothing wrong with me. How could there be nothing wrong with me if I feel like I'm dying and you thought I had a brain tumor? This is how much pain I was in. And then they said there's nothing wrong. Like, obviously there's something wrong if you're in that much pain. That's not normal for a human being to be in that kind of pain.
And I know things like that happen all the time, and it's super, just, it's so hard because, like, they're doctors. They're supposed to know everything, but sometimes they just don't,
Yeah, that's right. So I decided to take my health into my own hands, and that wasn't. And after that time, I never went in to see a conventional medical doctor. Again, I would see only, homeopaths or naturopath or something like that from then on.
Yep.
Because then at least I did have some answers. And I decided to take my health into my own hands, though, mostly. And I studied nutrition and herbalism, holistic health, and also life coaching. And I was able to find out what was wrong with me. Number one, I was on a vegan diet, and it was not it was not enough to support my stress levels. So I had to get off that and start eating animal products because I was deficient in B12. So I could supplement with B12, but that's not natural. The natural source of B12 is through animal products. So when I started eating animal products, I got better. And the second part was just experiencing too much stressing out too much, and not just trusting the process and understanding that, I believe in God. And so now, just believing that God will bless me, in my business if I continue to work hard and serve people and, run my business with integrity and stuff like that. And just that stress of stress going down, that was also a huge factor. And that's where life coaching really comes in. That was, that's really been a really helpful part of my life's journey, getting me through health and healing, and also family problems and business,
Yep, exactly. Yeah, life coaching, I've had life coaches myself. I'm also a life coach, and it really makes a tremendous difference in your life. And, it's not just like in business or in health. It's kind of as a whole. It's kind of what it's called life coaching, your whole life. And it's amazing how everything can improve when you just understand yourself. Your relationship to improve, your work ethic improves, just everything. So it's just remarkable. And a lot of times when you work with a life coach, sometimes you find your purpose in life. That's what happened to me. I started working with a life coach, and we kind of uncovered my purpose. So that was just incredible. So ever since then, I have a reason to get out of bed and work on myself and for others all day long. So yeah, I think it's really amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. And you know, I was just thinking the other day that oftentimes in business courses, people tell you that you got to niche down, you got to niche down, you got to niche down. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes for certain careers, certain types of businesses, you don't want a niche down life coach, because if the life coach niches down, they that means that they're not necessarily willing to help you with everything, you know.
Yeah.
So a good holistic life coach will help you with anything that you need,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep. Exactly.
it takes someone, I think, with with skill, and good life experience and things like that. But it's very valuable to have someone that
Mm-hmm.
can help you through a lot of different areas in life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I agree. So when you're working with your client, is there usually like a first step that you usually always take? I know each client is different, but I know I've experienced this where a lot of times you start with like one specific thing.
Yeah, definitely. So you most of my uh, clients are my students for my Aruka Holistic Healer certification program, and
Okay, awesome.
in that program, I train my students to basically know everything that I know, which is, so I train them in naturopathic herbalism, holistic life coaching, and also online business and marketing. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the first things, it doesn't have to be the first thing, but one of the things that we do together is I give them a consultation form, a health coaching form, and they
Mm-hmm.
fill out, any kind of health issues that they have. They tell me what kind of diet they're on, even what kind of medication they're on, and I also ask them questions about their mindset, their relationships, their environment, their outlook on life, to see if there's anywhere where they can improve. And if it's in the realm of health or life, health coaching, then it's asking them about their diet and seeing if there's any things that might be causing them their health issues, looking up the
Mm-hmm.
side effects of any of the medications that they're taking, teaching them about various vitamins or herbs that might be helpful for them.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's in the realm of life coaching, sometimes it's if they have to care for other people, it can be very stressful. Or
Yeah.
if they're in a bad relationship or some kind of bad environment,
Mm-hmm.
then we deal with that also. So those are the kinds of things that I help people with, um, and oftentimes I can't say always, but oftentimes people find relief very quickly, and sometimes they're able to get off medications with the education that they receive. And one of my students is going to be opening up a center where she'll be helping people holistically with anxiety and depression. So
Awesome.
lots of neat things that we're doing. What I
Yeah,
kind of do with my
that's
students.
really awesome. You're doing remarkable things, and I love that you do holistic health. That's huge. I have my own holistic health coach, and number one, when you dive into that and you start learning, you're pretty amazed at how unhealthy you've ate your whole entire life and how bad a lot of the food is and drinks are that everybody buys and uses. So it's it's really eye opening. And then once you start taking care of your health, and eat healthier, drink good water, enough water, you feel so much better. You have less pain. You can do more. You have more energy. It's just incredible. So I love that you do that because I know the impact it made on my life, and I know that everybody that works with you is gonna have the same impact. It's just incredible.
Yes, that's awesome. And I love what you do as well. And as well as I do, that if, as an entrepreneur, we have to be high performance, because
Yeah.
things aren't, like in a regular job, you can actually get by doing minimal work and still get that paycheck. But that's not going to cut it when you have your own business. You have to be
Exactly.
sharp. You have to have a good work ethic. You have to be diligent, and so you have to be your best self. And
Yep.
that's what pursuing a holistic health and living a holistic life. That's what it gives you. It helps you to not just exist, but to thrive and be your best
Yep.
self, so that you can reach your fullest potential in life and fulfill your purpose after you've
Yep.
discovered it. Absolutely, yeah. And I love what you do as well, Nick. And I'd really love to get you on my podcast, because I'm very I'm very honored to meet you and be here. And you're very inspirational, just
Well,
knowing
thank
your
you.
story and things like that. And I have another friend too, who is interested in having you a guest on her podcast. So you can spread your message. I'm sure, like, people, your story is just so inspirational. So
Thank you so much. And yeah, I would love to be on your podcast and your friends. That would be incredible. So thank you. And then when another thing on the holistic health, I'm all about that. But like you said, as entrepreneurs, we have to be at our full potential every day. And like with a normal job, you work 8 hours. We don't get that luxury. Our days are 12 to 16-hour days. So when you take care of your body and you take care of your mind, you can work, basically double what a normal job would be and still perform very well all day long. So yeah, very important.
yeah, but you know what? Also, sometimes we work 12 to 16-hour days. Sometimes we work 2 to 4 hour days. It
Yeah.
just depends on the day, and we can
Yep.
also go on vacation whenever we want, and just have a few, maybe, client meetings or something like that, an hour or two there,
Yeah.
from the beach, or a nearby
Yep.
coffee shop or something. So
Yep.
there's a lot of flexibility.
Exactly.
There are
Oh
the working long hours days, and there's also the
yeah. Yep.
I can party, and no one can tell me no, days.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. I like how you said that and I think like what a lot of people don't see is like even when we go on vacation, there's usually not a day that we're not working on something for our business. It's
Or
like
thinking
it's
about
not like
it,
we're thinking about it.
or
At least
meeting
like
people to network with them.
exactly. So like we're always hustling. Like we're always on the grind, trying to improve ourselves and our businesses. So I think that's really awesome. And yeah, every day is different for us. Like today, my day or my business working hours started at 7 a.m. and I'll get done with my last meeting at 8 o'clock p.m. And in between that whole time, I look and I only have 2 half-hour slots open where I can take care of something else. So, but then tomorrow, I only have like 3 hours worth of work to do. So yeah, it's
Yeah, so
really
it balances out in the end.
exactly.
People don't have to work more than 40 hours a week. They can, but
Mhm.
it's not
Mhm.
going to be a consistent, like, 9 to 5 schedule. It'll be a little bit here, a
Yep.
little bit there. And
Yep.
that's okay with me, because that lets me be with my children. Like yesterday, I
Mhm.
worked a little, and then we spent hours out and about,
Mhm.
having fun, and then I came home and I did a little bit more work. So I
Mhm.
probably ended up working, maybe 4 hours total. a little bit in the
Mm-hmm.
daytime and a little bit, at night right before I went to bed. And
Yeah.
it's worth it to have like kind of a broken up, weird schedule if that
Mm-hmm.
means that I can be there for my children. And that's why I do what I do. But not only that, it's also like the freedom of being an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur, the
Yeah.
freedom of paving your own way, not having a ceiling to your earning potential.
Mm-hmm.
Most careers
Yeah.
have a ceiling. Being a woman will have another ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Being disabled will have another ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Being an immigrant or a foreigner
Mm-hmm.
has another ceiling. But when you're an entrepreneur, all those things are gone, and the
Mm-hmm.
only ceiling is how much you're
Yourself.
willing to serve people. Yeah, yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How much
Yep.
you're willing to serve people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how you put that, and it's so true. So yeah, that's amazing. So I would like to ask you, my slogan is your abilities are infinite. What does that mean to you?
Your abilities are infinite. I think that, scientists always talk about how we do not use our brains, like literally
Mm-hmm.
use our brains to their full potential. And as a people, as humanity, we're always evolving and growing and learning new things.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that entrepreneurship and holistic health, these are also two fields that are not yet fully tapped into by the average person. How to
Mm-hmm.
be holistic and healthy and heal yourself
Mm-hmm.
without the need for pharmaceutical drugs or
Yeah.
procedures that have really harmful or sometimes deadly side effects. And then entrepreneurship, people don't realize how rewarding it can be and how in my opinion, how simple it can be. That doesn't mean that we don't work hard, but working hard, people that are in irregular jobs are also working hard and sometimes for a lot less pay.
Yeah.
So, we have so much potential, and there's so much that we can tap into and grow into as people.
Yeah.
Did that answer your question? I'm not sure if it really did.
Oh yeah, it totally did. And I just want to go off of that because, as entrepreneurs, it's hard work. A lot of the things that we do day to day, we don't want to do. And I hear people, say, well, I, I don't want to have my own business because I don't want to do this and that. Well, I had somebody point this out to me the other day. It's like, okay, you have to do hard things. Now, if you're working a job that you don't like, you're doing a hard thing every day for like 8 hours. Wouldn't you rather do a hard thing for a couple of hours a day for for yourself?
For yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? And no matter what line of work you're in order to succeed and rise up the ranks and be trusted and make the most income, you have to work hard.
Mhm.
But see, like our ancestors, like before there were any such thing as white
Oh,
collar jobs, our ancestors worked the land and they
mhm.
planted and they raised animals. Now that is hard work. And I
Yeah.
know because we have chickens, and sometimes we babysit my children because they love animals. They babysit
Mhm.
puppies or
Mhm.
dogs sometimes. That is hard work,
It
running
is.
after these animals and cleaning up their
Yeah.
poop and digging and hoeing in the hot weather or extremely cold weather,
Mhm.
having to be outside, watching out for
Yep.
dangerous animals, building a fence so that to keep
Mhm.
them out. I mean, that's hard
Yeah.
work. I think
Yeah.
our hard work is not physically hard; it is
Mhm.
mindset. It's
Mentally.
mindset work. That
Yep.
is overcoming our fears, overcoming our imposter syndrome or
Mhm.
laziness or discipline.
Mhm.
Just it's hard mindset work, not hard
It is.
physical work.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I grew up on a farm. We had, all the sorts of different animals. I had chores every day. That's hard work.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
really is. Yeah. And like, with what we do, you brought up mindset, and you know, one shift in my mindset that I had about this recently is like, okay, there's days where you are just like, I don't know if I can do this. This is too hard. Things are getting too difficult. And what I do now, as of recently, because somebody told me about this, it's like when you're feeling that way, stop and think back to what you've overcame in your life, because you will find many things that you did that were way harder than what you're going through now. So then it's like, oh, if I can overcome that, I can definitely overcome this. So yeah, I think that's,
It's easy compared to it, right?
yep,
Yeah.
yep,
And another
exactly.
thing that I think is really helpful is that instead of saying I have to do this, I have to do that, the truth is,
Get to.
yeah,
Mhm.
right. We don't have to do anything. This is a free country. I mean, we're free. We're created as free beings. We're not animals that are just instinctual. No, we're free. I get to do this. And why do I want to do this? And look for all of the fun things that are
Mhm.
about what you can do, and make it fun for yourself if you can,
Yeah, exactly.
Have
I
some hot
agree.
cocoa while you're doing it. Whatever.
There you go. Yeah. I drink
Organic hot
coffee.
cocoa.
Yeah, I drink organic coffee. So there's some
There you go.
days I shouldn't do this, but there's some days I will have 5 cups of coffee. But it's just like, you know, it's like when it's like sometimes you're hustling and you're just like, I need a pick me up or something, and I don't even know if it picks you up after probably the second cup. I don't think it really does much,
Yeah.
but in your mind you believe it does, so then it works. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
You got to make sure to drink, extra water when you drink a lot of coffee.
oh yeah, yeah,
Also, you could make it a little healthier by using some stevia instead of sugar. I don't know if you do sweeteners at all,
yeah,
but did you know that coffee is actually a good source of antioxidants? It has a lot of antioxidants, and so
yeah,
Americans who the biggest American source of antioxidants is through our coffee because we
yeah.
drink so much of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then tea is also has antioxidants.
Yep.
It's really the sugar that
Mhm.
is not very healthy. And of course it can dehydrate you, but you just have to drink extra water. So
Yeah, I drink a lot of water, so I'm good on that end. And yeah, my coffee, it's organic. It took me a while to find a product that, you know, the ingredients were good, but I finally found one, and yeah, I love it. It tastes good, and I do put a splash of creamer in, but it's also oat milk creamer, so it's kinda healthy, on the healthier side, kinda. I know it's not great, but it's better than most. So yeah. All right. So please tell the audience how they can work with you.
yes, absolutely. So my program is designed for just this. It was really designed for someone like me. It's
Yep.
for the stay-at-home mom who wants to become a holistic healer and build a profitable online coaching business so that they can have that time freedom, financial freedom,
Yeah.
and location freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the Aruka Holistic Healer Certification Program. And the three pillars are naturopathic herbalism, which includes detoxification, nutrition, herbalism, and learning about various life stages and the leading killers and how to overcome them holistically.
Mm-hmm.
And then also holistic life coaching, because I believe that holistic life coaching is like the alternative to psychiatry, really,
Mm-hmm.
because it's focused on mindset. It doesn't deal with mental illness, but it does improve people's mental performance,
Mm-hmm.
and also online business and marketing, because there's not a lot of jobs out there for holistic healers. We have to
Yeah.
forge your own path, but it's so rewarding. I was able to surpass my income at NASA and be with my children. And so if anyone is interested in that, please, if you visit my website, let them know that you heard about aruka.com, ARUKAH.com, through Nick Yerhart's podcast. And you will get a special gift, okay, if you sign up for any of my programs. So again, the website is www.arukah.com, aruka.com. And please let us know that you heard about us from Nick Yerhart, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much. And anybody listening, please go there now because I know that she can help you so much. So, all right. Do you have any last words of wisdom?
Oh, last words of wisdom.
Yeah.
That success is not just about money or your business. True holistic success encompasses all areas of our life, which includes our health, our wealth, our relationships, and also our personal and spiritual development. So we should strive for success in all those 4 areas.
Exactly. I agree 100%. So, all right. This has been amazing. So thank you so much. It was great to have you on the show.
Absolutely. And I look forward to having you on mine as well.
Of course.
Bye-bye.
If you enjoyed this show, please go ahead and share it on your Instagram story and tag me here, the Nick Yerhart. Also, go ahead and share it anywhere else that you see fit, because the only way that I can grow this is by you guys sharing it. I don't sell anything on here. I don't have any sponsors, so let's just get it out there by word of mouth, help more people. Alright, everyone, remember, your abilities are infinite.